Hi everyone, hope you're doing well from wherever you're watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now, the former CS for Sport, Rashid Echesa, was arrested on Thursday, and he has been in custody from that time at police in Muthaiga police station. From that time up to now. Today, he has been rushed to Karen Hospital after his health condition allegedly deteriorated. I am much concerned on what made the police officers to take Rashid Echesa to the hospital for treatment. Earlier, I had shared a video where Boni Khalwale and Echesa's legal team, Cliff Mbeta and Danson Omar, were addressing the issue of Rashid being denied rights to treatment. So, police, as they have decided to rush Rashid Echesa to the hospital, they still insist that they will guard him at the hospital ahead of his arraignment in the court. Hana mahali pa kukimbia. He has no any other option. That means even in the hospital, he is still in the hands of police officers who are going to guard him 24 hours until he is arraigned in the court. But now, if you listen to the Kakamega Senator Boni Khalwale and Rashid Echesa's lawyer, Danson Omar and Cliff Mbeta, they are alleging that it was only possible for Rashid Echesa to be taken to the hospital because of William Ruto's intervention. They had to call William Samoei Ruto for Rashid Echesa to be allowed to go to the hospital by police officers. Listen to this. This is what Boni Khalwale is saying. We failed to convince the police that the life of Rashid is in danger. As a lawyer, that's Danson Omar. We presented a medical report and the police refused to take Echesa to hospital. But we thank the president and the deputy president for responding to our appeal. Now it is William Ruto and Rigathi Gachagua, responding to their appeal. Look at that. Very dangerous statement. His condition is horrible. We leave it to God. Former Rashid Echesa, that's why it is ending. He has been rushed to hospital. So, lawyers are saying that his condition is a danger. And they leave it to God. A lawyer can say anything as long as he is serving your interest and protecting you. This is so much dangerous. It has so many interpretations. And if this is how really this administration is running and their relation to other independent organs of the government, then we are in a total mess. Listen to Khalwale and Echesa's lawyer responding to this.
I want to use this opportunity kushukuru our councils, Cliff Mbeta and Danson Omari. Number two, I want to thank the president and the deputy president for responding to our appeal of yesterday. The police had completely refused to listen to us, but our appeal has been listened to, and we want to thank the two leaders for where we have come. Having come this far, I came before the office of the president and I pleaded that I be given Rashid so as to bring Rashid to hospital together with members of his family. I'm grateful that we were given Rashid. Rashid is now in hospital. I don't even have the energy to address you because I feel very bad as a qualified doctor, a good one, that a man who is now lying in a hospital bed, hapa kwa casualty, with blood oozing from the wound that he undergone a previous operation, was going through this treatment at a police station. I feel really, really bad for this country. But be that as it may, we thank the system that Rashid is now in hospital. Let him stay in hospital. I know the doctors will release him when he is due.
Let it go on record, and you have heard from Senator, we failed to convince the police that the life of Rashid is in danger. As lawyers, we presented medical reports. The police refused to release Echesa or take him to hospital. The Deputy President and the President intervened. Today, Echesa has been brought here for medical attention. The condition is horrid, as doctors told you. He's bleeding profusely from the wound where he had surgery. We leave it to God, and we leave it in the hands of the doctors.
Now, we are continuing this panel discussion, but just a quick request. For those who are watching and you not yet subscribed, please consider subscribing. To our returning subscribers, I must say thank you so much. And again, to all our viewers, please give this video a thumbs up. Thank you so much, and back to this discussion. Now, what is the meaning of this? When you say that you failed to convince police officers so that Echesa will be taken to hospital or released, then it has only happened because you have reached out to the president. He has received your call, and now police officers are being directed by Ruto and the Gachagua to allow Echesa to go to hospital. What is the meaning of that? Khalwale, in simple terms, he is telling us that William Samoei Ruto is the one controlling police officers in this country. Police is an independent institution. They have their ranks. They have a constitution. They have an act directing them and the government, leading them on how they need to do their operations. They have an act. Police act is there. They know their boss and how the operations has to go on. How comes Ruto has powers against an individual who has been arrested, need to be presented in the court of law, face judgment or trial of the case? How comes? That means you can do anything in this country as long as you have a connection with the president. He's going to intervene for you, and the case can be interfered with, and you can be released. As simple as that. That Ruto has powers to direct on how ruling should go, and police should operate in terms of investigation, collecting evidence, presenting people in the court. How independent is our police officers? And how independent is our courts? As long as they can directly interfere with such kind of an independent organ, then one can stop him going also with another call to the court to direct judges on how they should make some rulings here and there. Therefore, Khalwale and Echesa's lawyers are telling us that police is under capture. They can't work independently. They can't produce report independently. And also, our courts are not independent. They are under capture. They have been captured by the executive. They can't work freely. They can't rule independently. They have to consult other arms of government, executive. That is my interpretation from this. We are not sure if Echesa is sick or not. It's just allegation. We don't know if he's playing politics. And by the way, his abduction, people believe that it was self-abduction. So the politics are now coming in, where now we are seeing some individuals from Mias in Kakamega County demanding the release of Echesa and putting a blame on Governor Fernandes' brother. Listen to them shortly to understand now how they're bringing in the issue of politics, sympathy, and all that.
Tunashangaa kwamba hatujaambiwa makosa ya Rashid ni gani. Tunaambiwa tu Rashid alikosana na Governor Baraza. Nashangaa kama kweli kukosana na Governor Baraza inaweza tokea Rashid awekwe ndani kuanzia jana, na tunaambiwa mpaka Tuesday ndiye atatolewa. Sisi tunasema hivi kama wakazi wa Mumias. Tunasema ya kwamba yule mtu ambaye ameshika Rashid akawekwa ndani, huyo mtu tunamngoja kwa ground. Na jambo la pili, tunataka serikali ya Kenya iwachilie Rashid, kwa sababu Rashid hatujaambiwa ameua nani. Hata murder cases zinakuanga na bail, na watu hawezi kaa ndani more than 24 hours kama umeshikwa. Ni kosa gani kubwa ambayo Rashid amefanya ambayo imefanya amewekwa ndani mpaka saa hizi na wamekataa kumwachilia? Tunasema kufika kesho, kama Rashid hata kuwa amewachiliwa, sisi wakaji wa Mumias tutatembea uchi na tutaandamana, na tunataka Rashid awachiliwe kwa sababu hatujaambiwa makosa ya Rashid. Tunataka kuambia Governor Baraza, Fernandes Baraza, kama Rashid amekukosea, kuja hapa nyumbani utuambie Rashid amekukosea nini. Uwezi enda kusolve makosa yako ama shida zako na Rashid uende kuzisolve Nairobi. Kuja hapa nyumbani kwa sababu wananchi ndio walikupigia.
So definitely Echesa is attempting to reduce his case into a political kind of engagement. When it takes a political direction, you cannot get the right results. This is an attempt to interfere with the case ahead of him, the kind of ruling. We know in his self-abduction, there was someone's name that was being destroyed. And now the attempt is still continuing to put a blame elsewhere. Rashid yako na kesi kadhaa hajakuwa akienda mahakamani. Alisema alishikwa, hakuripoti, akasema akakuwa abducted and all that. He did not report this matter to any police station. That is kind of politics we are having in this country. So the message here is that in UDA, everything is under William Samoei Ruto. Parliament has been captured, police under capture. Now, the court, where we run to when we have a problem, to look for justice, is under capture. So it is Ruto who is giving direction, phone calls here and there, so that now these people will be released. What about the rest of us who don't have connection with Ruto? And that is now the Kenya Kwanza administration.